Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to Ostranauts. In the last one, well, Micah got a little bit of a shock, didn't he, about the cost of things when it came to buying those other ships. It's a little bit of a shame. It means that we're not really going to be able to grab those anytime soon. However, it does mean that we can continue to work and hopefully get things in the future. We did also come across this wreck here where we managed to get a little bit of nuclear stuff as well, some other stuff as well that we'd had a little look around. We're just checking for anything that looks like particularly valuable that we could potentially get. So far, nothing really, except potentially like these N2 cans. They always sell for a little bit, so we might as well grab them. We'll grab this N2 can, and then, oh, we should have brought the dolly, that's what we should have done. We can always go back and grab it. I didn't think there'd be anything else really that we could grab, but pumps, N2 cans, anything like that, they can always be worth a little bit of money. I think going forward, we're probably going to have to try and work off either paying off our mortgage or selling the ship or doing something of the like. And honestly, salvaging is doing the best for us in terms of actually getting it. We've been fairly lucky in that we've gotten quite a few parts that are pretty good. Those ships on our notes, we could maybe fix up, but they're already pretty expensive. Even the one that has like sort of like the working nav, it's going to take us a while to be able to afford that. We'll be able to fix up and sort of flip it, and that'll be fine, but, you know, it's going to be a little while before we can do that, unfortunately. But at least we have our dolly, so we can go ahead and just pick up a couple of stuff. Might pick up this pump as well. Yeah, might as well. Pick up the pump, get it working, take it out, make sure that we are making as much money as we can. We'll probably head back. Well, we'll double check as well the how much stuff we have in the underfloor bit. Honestly, the underfloor bit has been fantastic. We never actually checked inside this crate, I don't think. Let's just have a double check inside you. We are, let's just maybe access the lock. Yeah, you are already unlocked, so we don't need to hack you open. You might just be, well, you might just not have anything in you. Let's have a wee look. What you got? Pain relief pills, antibiotic pills, a little bit of drink, and a t-shirt. You know what, we'll grab these pills. It can always be useful. And see if there's anything in you as well. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Nothing inside you. Are you also empty? Probably the weight was the same. No, we got some, we do have some antibiotics, so that could be worth a little bit. We can see this other, these pain relief pills. Fortunately, we haven't been into any combat or anything like that, so we haven't had to worry so much about, like, pain or, you know, not having a great time. Do we want to take this drink pouch? You know what, we'll take it. We'll probably just have a little sip. We are getting, yeah, we are getting a little thirsty, so we'll just take that. We might as well. Right, this motherboard we're going to swap out as well. We might as well just replace some of our stuff for some better stuff. Now, over here, we've got our other bits, so let's grab them, grab this pump, grab this N2 can, and we'll grab this stuff over here as well. Make sure that we're getting everything we need off this ship, just so we can make a little bit of money. Probably have to think about repairing some of this stuff up as well. I think this is probably all we're probably going to grab off this one. I mean, there's some thrusters here. You're damaged. Could see if we could repair you, to be fair. Another pump here. Yeah, we could definitely kind of like take off these two pumps here, add them to the dolly, and then maybe see if we have the stuff to repair this other thruster and just, you know, hack that off as well. Right, let's get you both loaded on here. Well, I mean, I guess that is us completely done. So we'll drop off the dolly for now, and we'll go and see if we can repair that thruster. If we can, great. There's actually no 2 can there as well that we can always grab. So we'll do that too. Drop the dolly off. At the very least, I want this O2 can, because O2 can be worth quite a lot. There's a bin there too. We should check and see if there's any spaceship stuff. Spaceship? Spacesuit stuff. Let's talk about the right thing, please. What we got? Holden patch, temporary seal, and O2 bottle. Okay. Fair enough. Let's just grab you. Bring you in. We'll double check and see if we can get that thruster. We have kind of filled up the ship ever so slightly. Yeah, let's what's the N2 alarm going on about? Is it not particularly happy? No, it's happier now. Okay. We'll double check the sort of the containers just now. Yeah, we've got a bunch of nitrogen gas in there. We should be alright. I wonder if it's getting overwhelmed by the other turbo pump. Let's get rid of these other stuff here as well, so we're not going to be able to get a residency thing anytime soon. Can we repair you? Yeah, well, we've got a couple of stuff that we're just kind of like chucking on. Some of the stuff there. Not enough inventory space to carry a motor, I see. So we're going to have to... of course, we did manage to grab this, which will help us with not needing exercise. Let's, we can't put that in a clip point. Can we put the gun in the clip point? That's what we're going to do then. Right, go and grab that motor, and then hopefully we should be able to... Yes, perfect. So if we can repair this, at least that's another thing we can get done. We'll probably restore that, and then we'll head on out of here. Yeah, let's repair that. Perfect. Right, restore that just a little bit, and we'll install that, and we'll be able to sell that. Don't think there's going to be anything else we can really grab from here. It's going to be worth our time. I want to get back. I want to sell this stuff. I want to get a lot of more money. Not that we're doing too bad for money. Let's be completely honest. Like, we're sitting here. We've got 50k. We'll be able to... And I guess in terms of like our equipment, we're doing really well. We've got, I mean, we've got our good spacesuit. We've got our welder as well. Our lance torch. Like, we have got a fair amount of stuff. And good quality stuff as well. I think that's the most important thing. Let's see if we've got any more room inside this bay. Oh, we've got loads of room inside the bay. So in reality, if we just spend a bit of time restoring, we could certainly could make a little bit more money. Yes, there we go. We've got that transponder as well that we got. I'll need to remember about that because I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm going to hold on to it for just now because there is the chance... Now, we can't actually see what thing is here, because if we can install that on the other one, there's a potential chance that we could just, you know, say, hey, can we own this one, and then swap it over, and that could be a way of making some money. Right, let's take out this battery, but we don't need that for just now. We could probably do with taking off this helmet as well. Let's drop something. To be fair, we don't need this many EVA batteries, so let's do that. Just take you off. There we go. Good stuff. Let's well, I thought this thing was... No, this is actually getting damaged, so let's pick you up. We'll drop you back down in here. We need to restore you. The good thing about the transponder is they are worth a lot of money, so even if that doesn't really work, we can I guess we could always just sell it. Like, a working transponder is very, very good. We are feeling a little bit hungry as well. We'll restore this. Then we'll eat up some kung pao chicken, and we will have a little drink as well. Where did we put that? I thought we had that... oh, no, we put it on the dolly, didn't we? Yes. So let's eat our... Yeah, we'll have a little long for better stuff, because, you know, keeps us in control. Do we remove the mystery meat? Yeah, we probably could remove that. Or maybe we could just have a little think about it. We'll spend some time just sort of having a look here. We haven't had much time to have a little look. Yeah, you inspect the trenchers, indulging in imagining what mystery meat really is. A station terminal, food authority would probably know more. We'll eat what we have. We're stuffed. That's good. Come over here to the dolly. We'll drink all the stuff out of this pouch. Oh, we can't get to the coffee. We'll grab there. Hey, it's some coffee. You can't complain about that. We'll drink some coffee. There we go. That at least has slaked us a wee bit. Good to hear. Yes, so we've got the transponder. That is now fully done. So let's pick you up. We'll grab you into the bay. How are we doing for our batteries is the other question. Let's have a little look. Battery. We've still got an hour, so should be fine with that. Let's make sure that we're just restoring what we can. This battery as well, it's going to be worth quite a lot. We've got a really nice haul. I'm really, really happy with our haul today. So part of me is kind of like, we should probably just... I mean, we do have more space, is the thing. Once we have... I actually meant to... Well, we can restore you as well, and we'll just stick you inside. Restore these up. Stick them in here. Yeah, there we go. Stick you guys in here. Stick this N2 can, that's 100% in here as well. We've got the space. We can restore these up, get them put away. Oh, we lost. I think we've run out of charge on one of our guys. That's what that's saying to me. Let's have a look. Yeah, our power drill is actually out of power. So come over here and we will swap out that battery because we want to get you fully charged up. There we go. Oh, no, gotta do some inventory foo. That's all right. Got there in the end. Then charge you up. Perfect. This should mean at least we're able to restore the stuff here now. Yep, there we go. How are we doing for charge on our other things? Our angle grinder's doing all right. Our welder probably will need some recharging at some point. This is going to drain our battery just a little bit more as well. So far we're all right. I think the majority of the stuff that we're doing here is actually just to do with our... Oh, there we go. Got the screwdriver now. Oh. Are you not charging? Because we're repairing stuff now. It's taking a little while. Let's just... Did I end up actually just putting the wrong one in? I wouldn't be surprised, would I? There we go. Right, let's... Yes, 100% charge. No charge. Good. 100% charge. Okay. I think we just did a bit of a whoopsie there. That's all. Everybody can laugh at me at home. That's fine. Remember to always change the battery to the correct one. That's always a good idea. But yeah, we can get this thruster in. We've actually got another regulator in here that we can repair. We've got these thrusters that we can repair. We'll probably pop our helmet on and see if we've got another motor inside. We can grab. We can get this screwdriver. We'll pop it back in the bin when we get a second. Overall, things looking quite nice. Just taking a little bit of time just to get things together. I pop that screwdriver back in. We can get rid of that drinks pouch when we get a second. Pop our helmet back on. Let's see if we've got the stuff to repair said thruster. There we go. Let's have a little look. Yeah, there we go. We didn't even need to go back outside, so let's take our helmet off. There we are. Not needed at all. Repair up our thruster. Boom. There we go. Everything is looking pretty repaired. The other stuff we can do pretty quickly. That N2 can restore you quick, and then we'll chuck you inside the bin. And then I think this should probably mean that we have... Yeah, we probably have at least one more go for us. Especially if we take the dolly and we remove out all the stuff out of the dolly. This is the storage bay completely filled up, and that's a-okay. If we could find more of these storage bays, I would be exceptionally happy. Same thing if we could find like some external cargo containers, so if we want to do like some big trade, although we've not really got the mass for that, I think, at the moment. But if we could find something we could like do some more stuff like that, I think that would also be quite good. We've got these mechanical parts here, so let's stack them up. So we're keeping our cargo nice and clean. Bring you guys around. We've got this air pump, another air pump. We're not really going to have the space, I don't think. No, I stand corrected. We've got the space there for that, so that's nice. It's not enough for these canisters. We're going to probably have to keep these on the dolly, unfortunately. Kind of makes me wonder if there's much use of us heading out. I mean, this is like a pretty good haul. The dolly's pretty much full. I think we cut our losses, we head on back, actually. Might as well. How are we looking? Yeah, we don't need to go... we have a fully evacuated rectum, so that's always nice to hear. And we're also quite well rested. Although I think we're getting slowly but surely a little bit more tired. Got a little bit of a ways to get back to the K-leg, and we can always just come back to these two different bits here. Let's come out of there. And we'll start undocking procedures. There we go. Perfect. Disengage the clamps. Pull away. Let's make sure we're coming away. I want us to come around the other side, please. Thank you very much. We might need to boost up the RCS. I'm feeling like we're going a little bit slower than we otherwise would be. Like, yeah, we're not really pushing that much. Let's get those get the RCS up. Okay, so we've got the ground station selected. Let's make sure that we're not going to be hitting this. That's at all possible. Make sure our bridge nice and secure. Indeed it is. There we go. Alright. bring that velocity away, bring us going a bit forward. Oh, there we go. We'll lose the conjugate. We're actually starting to boost so much that we're going to have a bit of issues with this. We're doing 2 big burns. We're going to have to keep this down just a little bit. Boost this up just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, have to be careful with these burns. Could be a little bit bad. Alright, before we go anywhere, I haven't double checked, and you've always got to double check. Alarm is on. We're all good. Alright, let's repair what we can, restore what we can. Make us our money. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Things are going to make us some money here, and that's the way we like it. Between like the O2 canisters and all the thrusters we have here, there's so many pumps as well. We've got a lot of money that can be made. We've certainly managed to sort of collect it, and we are going to make some money. I imagine this is probably going to be. I want to be hopeful. I want to say it's going to be another 40k haul, especially if we start selling like that transponder. If we start selling some of the other stuff. It might be worth even having a little look at that transponder and going down and see if we can like start negotiating something with maybe a bit more of a criminal element. Don't necessarily think that's too bad idea. We can always go down to the bar and have a little chat and see what they... If we take a note of what they'll give it for us, just a normal salvage in comparison to what the black market will do, we can see if we can make a good deal. Right, let's get this last one here. I believe that's pretty much everything restored, other than those N2 tanks that are currently on the dolly. We do need to remember about how's our own transponder doing. We could probably do some repairs around the... Oh, there we go. That's the collision. Probably do with actually doing some repairs around our own ship, to be perfectly honest. Right, let's come in. Let us hail you. Getting some docking. Yep, we want some docking, please. Requesting some docking clearance. There we go. Here we are. Let's get ourselves lined up. Looking good. ETA 25 seconds. We'll just come in here nice and calm. There we go. The bridge is lined up. We've lowered our velocities. Yeah, it's looking good. Alright, less than a kilometer away. Start the deceleration burn. Get us down to about 40. There we are. We forgot to mute the alarm, and we're too far in to do that now, so apologies for everybody watching at home. That's going to be a little bit annoying on your ears. There we are, get the clamps on. Boom. Nice. Good connection. Love to see it. Alright. Good stuff. Mute the alarm. Make sure we've cleared it as well. Good stuff. Alright. Let's go into our inventory here to see what we have. Obviously we've got this, the MHD generator, which is really nice. We've got some batteries. We've got this transponder. I think we have a little look in here, bearing in mind, well, we've got that it's a PDA on the ground there. I think I can see through the wall. Interesting. Let's have a look at the actual proper trading kiosk first. So if we were to sell in the selling zone, inside the storage bay, we have this transponder. So they're offering us 13,000 for that transponder. That is not bad. Let's for transponder. Okay. Well, actually, I've said that's a little bit more than it is. It's 13,438 for the transponder if we're going for here. Let's have a little look. We'll go take the transit, and we'll see if we can go over to, because we're currently at this one. I believe we have to go to the old Emporium to see if we can get into the bar and see if we can, you know, find a buyer, shall we say. Here we go. The red neon lights cast heavy shadows in the old Emporium, K-Leg's only leisure district. The OE is a relic of a former world, a portal to the halcyon days of the Wildcat Nigerian colony before Earth's ablation cascade gutted the economy. Spacers come here to escape the bureaucratic grind, to imagine a world without bosses, and to split a chilled bottle of Bismartina even when they can't afford to. There we are. Dozen meters away from the shuttle stop, you see the knot of revelers gather in the warm light of the Mescaform bar. Laughter and conversation flow through the Mescaform in a melange of English, Mandarin, and even Yoruba. The last one might be a sign AO managers are mixing up with the common folk. Whatever the language, the warm organics of human voices in close proximity is a welcome departure from the hollow echo of calm chatter. Indeed. One of the faces in the crowd is the Fixer, their known quantity in the station community. KLX's portal to the system-wide, ever-shifting black market, whose appetite for used ship parts and other rare salvage can never be satiated. Sated, not satiated, apologies. Should be too hard to get the Fixer talking, just mention you have something to trade, and they're likely to be interested. Okay, let's go find said Fixer. And he should be in this bar over here. We potentially think about getting a drink ourselves. It's quite late at night, to be fair. But we can have a little look. So I would imagine if anybody's going to be here, yeah, it's going to be you. Let's see if he wants to trade. Henry Crane looks you up and down and says that selling part from the boner is a violation of vital atomic rules and regulations. Besides, even if it weren't, Henry Crane doesn't do business with strangers unless someone can vouch for you. Okay, let's see what we can do. We can go, please. See, hey, listen, I'll give you a smoke. Maybe we came off on the wrong foot there. We're gonna wait for your reply. Ah, he's not interested in smoking. Okay, let's see if we can charm you up. We touch him on the hand and say, doesn't look like the kind who goes for rules and regulations. Henry pulls his hand away, saying he's desperate enough to go in for that, even on a backwater station like OKLG. Henry says later. Okay, alright, it's not really... Well, maybe complain about the local authorities to him and see if he has anything to say. Gently places his hand on our arm. Okay, maybe things are starting to go a little bit for us, but... what could we say? We can ask him what's up. Hey, what's up? Come on. Yeah, it says so. I don't think this is gonna... I mean, we could talk about the weather. Nah, I don't think this is gonna work for us. All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna just leave. It seems like we couldn't, you know, get things working. We'll come over here to the bartender, see what they have to sell. Looks like a bunch of rice wine. Could get drunk. Always an option. You interested in anything that we've got to sell? I doubt it. Nah. Doesn't look like it. Anything else? Nah, doesn't look like they really want anything. Anything in our backpack that you want? Got a knife, got some pills? Nah, nothing that they're really interested in. Okay. Let's head back to the ship. There's the issue. We don't really have any kind of connection with this guy. He doesn't know who we are. Our social skills aren't particularly great. So, just a little bit of a bust. That's okay. That's why we have our salvaging ticket. We could have maybe made a bit of money. Still think 13,000 for that is a decent enough amount of money. So I think we can just go for that. Let's go. Get trading. What are we selling? I'll be selling a lot. So, we've obviously got our air pumps. We've got some O2 canisters. We got our like new stuff here. We'll sell this drink pouch because we don't need it. Part of me thinks we sell some of these things. Apparently we got a trashed thruster assembly, so we need to go back and repair that. That's okay. Sell off the turbo pump. Anything in here? Bunch of trashed canisters. That's alright. But we got a bunch of repair stuff inside. 5,000 for the MHD generator. Fantastic. 13,000 for that transponder. Ship battery. More of the thrusters. 28,000 for all the stuff that we're going to get. It's a little bit less than I'd maybe want, but I'm not going to complain. And I don't think it's everything either. There's still some stuff that we could sell. And some more stuff that we can repair up as well. So let's do that too. There we go. Oh, okay, no, it's actually doing a bit better now that we're actually selling off everything. Apologies for that. Dogs started barking. As I said, 37,000. That is a pretty good haul. Boom. There we go. Lovely jubbly. With that, we're nearly at $100k. Oh boy. We've still got a bunch of stuff we need to pay. We need to pay some of the docking fees. That's fine. We can get to that. Let's grab this dolly. Let's bring out the stuff that we still need to kind of repair, which is going to be these canisters. We could spend a little bit of time, repair these up, get this pump done as well, drop off our dolly, maybe see if, I mean, we've already had a little bite to eat and a drink, so we had that coffee, that was quite nice. Yeah, we don't need to go to the toilet, we're pretty well groomed, we're well rested. We're going to start getting a little bit tired soon, that's for sure. We've been working pretty solidly for a couple hours, so we're going to want to have a little sleep soon. That's because we don't have a bed on our ship, that's where we're going to incur a couple of docking fees for that. But equally, I mean, we guess we could flip the switch and just kind of like, you know, turn the ship off effectively. But then that would mean all our life support systems are gone. We don't really have a big enough ship to start doing stuff like that. If we had like a different ship, we could have like switches to like turn off, say, like majority of the systems except for the life support, so we could then we could then kind of like sleep on the ship for like longer periods of time, or just kind of have more downtime. As it stands, we'll just repair this stuff up and probably get back out of there. We're going to need to potentially refill some of our N2, some of our O2. Definitely going to recharge our batteries. But overall, I'm very happy with how good that haul was. That felt like a really good haul. I mean, well, we pretty much filled up the entire ship, so I'm certainly going to be happy with that. Let's make sure as well we got nothing left inside this bay. Nope, we do not. I would love to get another one of those bays. The dollies are obviously really good as well, because they just, you know, they help you kind of bring things around. But I would really like to get another one of those internal floor trader bits. Oh yeah, let's make sure as well we haven't got anything in here that they kind of would want. They're kind of a little bit tempted by those stuff there. This anti-atrophy pen, also worth quite a lot. Good to know. We've got those hygiene packs as well. Let's get rid of this old drink pouch. Oh no, you've actually got some water in you, so never mind. Let's not sell you after all. Let's just sell the stuff that we have to sell, which is obviously our N2 canister. Part of me is thinking we should just sell these pressure suits. We're not going to use it, or not particularly likely to use it, so I think we do just sell you. If we do run into any kind of issue, we're going to know about it beforehand, so I actually feel okay about this. Sell those guys there. Nothing there in you. Sell the pump. Another 5k. Oh, insufficient funds to complete transaction. Interesting. All right. Seems like we've run out of funds for you to sell to us. That seems quite surprising. What can we get off you? Say if we took that stuff there. Okay. Yep. So we've got some more dollars. It seems like we've because the bit here. Can you give us that? Okay. Yeah. Was it just these two? Oh no. Okay, well that was a bit strange. It seemed like it was, I wonder if there's something weird going on because of the fact we were trying to like sell water initially. That just wasn't particularly happy with us. I did think that was a little bit weird, but all seems to be fine. Let's go over here to our supplies and see if we can trade anything over here. See if there's anything that we kind of want. I mean, these flasks, as I keep saying, would be quite handy, but we don't need them for just now. We could buy ourselves a couple of these manuals, like this fusion manual is very useful for when we need to set up our fusion bit. Alternatively, there are always these cargo webs. I keep saying we could like set up on our ship. I'd love if we just had like a little bit bigger of a ship, which to be fair, it's not going to take us that long to pay off our mortgage. We're doing pretty well in terms of our finances. If we kind of keep things going as they are, we could potentially start buying some ships, or we could pay off our mortgage and then really start to do stuff. Do we want to go to anywhere else? I don't really see the need to. No, let's just go and fuel up. So, what do we have? We got no HE3. That's a shame. If that helium tank had actually survived from previously, I think we'd be doing really, really well as well. So far, we've got a decent amount of N2, a decent amount of O2. I feel like we can potentially just say, hey, fill us up with power. We're going to head back out and just go for it. Do we need any to pay anything else? Not well. I mean, we do have this stuff here. that we have. Think about paying that back at some point. We don't necessarily have to do it now. I think we just head on out. Spend a bit of time, we'll repair some of our interior bits here just to make sure everything's functioning as we expect. More importantly, we'll head back out. Request the docking clearance. Boom. Nothing personal, kid. Have a safe fight. Track the clamps. Head on back. Switch the nav. There we go. Let's get ourselves turned around. And we want to head over to these ones over here that were kind of close to where we were before. Let's get our bridge on target and then we'll start moving towards them. There we go. Nearly there. Nearly there. A little bit more. Oh, no. Overshot there quite a bit, actually. I think there's a little bit of autosave lag. That's my excuse anyway. Alright, let's bring up. Oh yeah, we're not enjoying those G-forces, that's for sure. Yeah, we're experiencing cramps. Just we're going on just a little bit hard on the old RCS. But now that we put it down, we can probably deal with it for a bit longer. There we go. 12 minutes until we make contact. That's good for me. Make sure this alarm is on and not muted. Always remember that. Keep saying it, but believe me, you're going to want to make sure that's on. Last thing you want to be doing is going 100 meters per second, just slam into something. That's not going to be good for your ship. And at the end of the day, we kind of need this ship to live. Like, we're not going to be able to just kind of, you know, rocket around in space and survive. We're going to need something to go around in. Right, there we go. There's that little spark I just saw. Let's make sure that we've got nothing that's particularly bad in terms of our electronics. I mean, there's a couple of these conduits that could almost certainly do with being restored. Because the last thing we want is any sparks coming out. Let's go ahead. Our cooler is alright. Our ship battery definitely needs to be restored, so we'll do that. There we go. Just spend a little bit of time just repairing up some of these ship bits. Especially this battery. This battery is really our lifeline. Because, I mean, like, we've got, obviously we have our little battery. That's alright. It's got a bit of power. But it's our big battery that's really important. And other than that, our conduits are all good. Yes, they are. Good stuff. How's our RCS intake? It's alright. Our thrusters are ever so slightly damaged, so we will go ahead and boost them back up as well. Thrusters, pumps, all these sort of auxiliary bits are all very, very important to us. There we go. Get these all repaired up. Oh, what was that? That shouldn't have been us hitting anything. At least I certainly hope not. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, if we hit something like going at this speed and it went that well, then we're all right. Let's go back here. We want to hail a ship. We want to hail this one here. Initiate our docking procedures. There we go. Let's get ourselves lined up. And we will also make sure as well to go over here and actually clear this alarm, so we're not going to get annoyed by that. And we're heading on in. Things looking pretty good. We've got a decent velocity coming in, 67. It means we can actually speed up time just a little bit. There we go. Speed up time ever so slightly to get under 1,000 meters. There we go. Make sure we're all lined up. Let's just lower you down to 50, I believe. Maybe just a smidge below 50. I always feel that's a good one to go for. And we should... There we go. That was, here, what is this? Iridescent King D00 medium. Okay, this could be quite a big one. I don't like the fact that it took us a while to get those docking clamps engaged, but that's just the way it is. Yeah, it's looking like this is going to be a fairly big one. So let's get our helmet on. We'll have our light on in just a second. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Probably want to actually put our battery back in as well, because we could be out here for a while. Alright, what are we dealing with? Not a big one at all. I was lied to. A lot of sort of parts about. Coolers over here, that's damaged as anything. We got some N2 tanks, got some pumps. Not too bad. This battery is also damaged. Got a poster there, we've got a toolbox. Double check this in case there's anything good inside. Nah, just a drinks pouch. Couple of heat sinks, splint, got a kind of jump seat. It's probably like an old passenger liner, I would imagine. The Looks like the nav drive is destroyed. Some chunky blood. Someone didn't fare too well here, unfortunately. What have we got in here? Disposable batteries, holding patches, an O2 bottle. Our smart crate here. Anything inside? Yeah, some more O2 bottles. I mean, it's not bad, certainly. We could always grab one of these crates just to sort of store some stuff in. Don't need to cut into or anything like that. See what's in these bins as well. Baseball bat. Could be good for smacking somebody, but we've got our knife. I don't feel like we're really wanting to get into any kind of altercations. Altercations are always a bit dangerous. If you've ever played like Neo Scavenger, like fighting in that game can be pretty bad. Oh, what's this? This is looks like a toothbrush. Grab that. We need that for cleaning our teeth. We've got some cloth. We've got some hygiene packs, cigarette packet. Very nice. An environmental manual. We will take that. It's always good to have these wee manuals if you haven't sort of read through them. It's very atmospheric, and it's actually quite good for sort of teaching you what to do when it comes to actually like, repairing things as well. If you are getting into the game, like don't you know, think these manuals are just there to be filler items. They can be very helpful, especially when it comes to actually, you know, deploying your nuclear reactor and making sure that's in line. A lot of steps you got to do for that, or if you're doing anything with your sort of like torch and stuff. Alright, let's get this ship's battery. I know these things are all damaged, and that is a big shame, but we can maybe just repair these up. A cooler especially is probably going to be worth quite a bit. Yeah, it's a damaged intake. Whatever happened here, this thing got smashed to pieces. What's this? Turbo pump? 100% we're taking you. We'll load up the dolly with all this stuff when we get a wee second. We'll see what we can repair as well. Yeah, there we go. A little autosave. Make sure that we're doing stuff out of all these things. So let's get the pumps. Let's get the O2 can out. Gonna be earning our pay with this one, that's for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, we are actually able to grab most of the stuff off this ship. This is gonna be a repair job and a half. There's like nothing here. PDA, that is good. That is good. Let's unlock you quickly. So we'll use our hacking skill. Beep boop bop. This is it. Finish cracking the PDA. Finish using it. Continue. Perfect. We now have access to this PDA. Hopefully, we can see what's inside. So we've got the damage visualization cartridge. So that these do seem to do pretty well in terms of our stuff. We can use this PDA. Let's have a little look here. So what are we looking for? Files. See what's on here. There we go. Contacts. What is this? For stress relief, creepy kids. Contacts could be pretty good. We'll see what we can get from that when we take it. Do we have a little look in this rack? Ah, yes, we did. Well, it's always quite good to sort of look in these bins. Most of the time, you're not going to find anything, but occasionally, when you find your little your PDAs in that, it can be pretty good for you. All right, let's see if we can repair this cooler. We're going to have to grab a couple of stuff. We just don't quite have the inventory to grab everything that we want. Wonder if we maybe sort of leave something behind. We'll, yeah, we don't have enough space to carry like the motors and that. There we go, we'll drop you. Let's, we say that there was pills in this? I think we did. See if we can maybe drop these pills in the other one of these. Probably drop these hygiene packs as well. We don't really need to be carrying them around with us. Oh yeah, there we go. So if we drop the 16 in there, I think we just drop you on the ground there. This means we should be able to start picking stuff up. Grab the heat sinks and such. There we go. Okay, so we can at least get the cooling system. And that, once that's repaired and restored, that should be a decent amount of stuff for us to use. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's uninstall you. Having a little look inside our suit as well. How is our CO2 filter? Absolutely fine. O2 bottle seems to be alright. We can see that our O2 stock is 90%. Our battery is running down, but that's okay. I'm feeling pretty good about stuff as it is. Uninstalling this cooler. We can take that with us. Pop it on the dolly. We'll pop it inside the The ship, I think that's us pretty much good to go, unless we want to start repairing some more stuff. You can always see what we have. This is why it's also quite nice to sort of like grab these like electronic parts and stuff like that. This seat, unfortunately, is damaged and therefore not particularly useful, so we won't be taking that. But yeah, if you can grab like these kind of like little parts here, you know, more electronic parts, that kind of thing. If you can grab that and take that with you, you can use it to repair stuff. And that can actually help you make quite a bit of money, so we'll grab a little bit more as well. There we go. Obviously not bothering about that trash, we don't need that. Alright, grab the dolly. Let's grab what we can. Smash and grab. A lot of blood here. No corpse, which is probably a good thing. Because we don't want to get mixed up in that. A couple walls here, loose bits of walls. We do have some scrap carbon fiber. What was that? Ah, that's scrap aluminium. So we can grab that. Grab you. Alright, let's get your N2 bottle. We got a battery over here. We'll grab you. Pop you up. So much blood around here, which is a little bit disconcerting, but, you know, something we're going to have to deal with. A lot of this stuff still needs to be repaired, so we will repair it. We're just going to drop it on the ground in here. A little bit wasteful with the oxygen, but that's okay. Let's move a little bit further down for you. There we go. Oh no, that's not going to quite fit the way I thought it was, so let's move you over here. This cooler is actually quite large, so it's going to be a little bit of a workaround to get everything in here, but we've still got this bay. We're just putting things down in here because we need to. Some packaging there outside. Good to know. A couple of mechanical parts there. We'll probably grab that as well. Looks like they're actually outside. Is it worth us trapezing all the way outside to grab them? Well, that's the question, isn't it? Alright, let's grab these pumps. And these canisters. Good stuff. If we were to, say, drop this dolly down here, let's see if there's anything we can do to repair this RCS intake. Have a little look. Got some steel, got the mechanical parts, there we go. Yep, we can repair that, so we'll take that along with us as well. And we'll at least sell that. Yep, there we go. Uninstall you, and we'll chuck you in the dolly, and then we'll start heading to the next one. So, let's get you. Pick you up too. There we go. Chuck you in. Leave the dolly through there, we'll just undock, and we'll probably make our way to the next ship, and see where we go from there. We could spend some time as well just kind of repairing these conduits around the outside of the ship. It would be nice to kind of spend some time just to, you know, make sure everything is in working order. I feel like we could probably drop this gun off somewhere as well. Do we have any space in this bin? We've got our overalls, we've got our hacks on, our stuff like that. I guess we can always just leave the gun next to the nav station here, just so we have a little bit more space for putting stuff in, taking out our batteries and such. Okay, let's come over here. And where are we wanting to go? There is another one very, very close, so I think we'll set as the target, and then we'll hail our closest ship. There we go, undock from you. Target unresponsive, that's fine. Get the clamps off, pull them back, switch into the nav, make sure we can get around this ship if possible. So we'll get our bridge down. There we go. Come around you. Start moving forward a wee bit. There we go. Some nice movement. There we are. Make sure our bridge is lined up as best as we can. It's going to be difficult because we are obviously got a little bit of lateral velocity, but that's okay. There we go. Relative velocity is a little bit fast for my liking. We're going to hit you in 2 minutes because you're not that far away, but that's okay. The alarm's on. Let's come out. We'll start repairing this cooler. We're not going to have much time to restore this because we're basically going to get started and then we're going to have to come out. That's okay. Yep, there we are. Cancel our action, get on the nav station, and get ready to slow us down. Comms, hail this ship, initiate the docking procedures. There we go. Good stuff. We're coming in a little bit hot. Let's clear that alarm and make sure that we're still reducing our velocity. There we go. Probably going to be another job where we're going to have to get very, very close to you in order to dock. which always puts you a little bit on edge, it must be said. Alright, coming in. We're going to wait for 100,000 meters. And then we're going to reduce our speed down just a little bit more. Just always nice to be kind of coming a little bit safe. There we go. Alright, 1,000 meters, ETA 10 seconds. Let's bring you down. Pop us down 49 meters. Coming in. Another 10 seconds to go. 500 meters. Make sure we're all nice and lined up. The clamp's looking good. There we go. Range. Slow it down, slow it down. There we go. There's another close docking that always puts you a little bit on edge, it must be said. But we managed it. Alright, let's have a little look around. We're not going to take the dolly for just now because we've got stuff we need to repair. Let's just kind of pop stuff in. We'll make sure that we've got all of our suit ready. We'll see what we're dealing with. Alright, looks like a coffin. Can we... looks like this is actually powered. That's interesting. Let's try and get our way through this door. Uninstalling it. There we go. What are we dealing with here? Well, we've got our nav station. Interesting. We've got our pumps. Got some bins here. Let's have a little look around. Bunch of walls on this. This is not looking... yeah, no power. Something bad's happened over here. Your CO2 alarm isn't doing great. Your bin here also not doing particularly well, must be said. Yes, this is a bit of a hunk of junk. Let's grab what we can. It's gonna just be another quick smash and grab, I reckon. We'll go back and we'll sell this stuff off. Get the O2 can done. That is an actual working navigation console though, so that is going to be worth its weight in gold. We'll make sure we grab that. Let's uninstall these cans. We'll empty out the dolly into the ship, and we'll take what we can. A lot of these pumps actually seem like in pretty decent working order, is the crazy thing. Like, where it's to the point where we're just going to uninstall everything and just leave, I imagine. This bin as well. Let's have a look inside here. Nothing. Alrighty, fair enough. We'll have maybe a little check around the ship as well. There could be some cargo netting on this, but it's just looking a little bit on the damage side. Yeah, get rid of this. Navigation console, uninstall that. Get ready to repair that, because that's going to be our ticket for money. Some aluminium. Grab some of that, some carbon fiber. Grab that as well. Got some trash there. I was kind of hoping for like some cargo netting or something of the sort, but nothing as we stand. Never mind. Can't be helped. At least it's a pretty quick and easy ship to go through. We do have an underfloor bin, which we could... I mean, we'd have to take out the floor is the only thing, and I am loath to do that again so soon after we did it. We could I guess we could take that out. There's not anything in here, is there? Oh no, this is the one that had all the walls on it. You know what? It's not going to sell very much, and we can always grab another one. That's some electronic parts. We will grab you just to add back to our collection, seeing as we've been using it a little bit. All right, let's get this dolly all done. Pick you up. I know. It's all causing stuff to go off. Pop our pump there. Can we bring this up so we can dump our other pump there? That's good. We can grab this battery. Oh, no, not you. Sorry, the battery. We'll dump the battery over here. We're going to be a little bit tight for space, but to be fair, we also have this bay that we haven't even started putting stuff in. So we'll just dump everything in the dolly for just now. Well, everything is going to sell. We could grab this door, but the door is going to take a lot of time to repair, and it's going to just not really be worth it. Whereas this nav station, we're going to need to not use a dolly for that. We're just going to take a little bit of time, so we'll just grab this pump. There we go. Grab the pump. We got anything else? We got an O2 can over here. Good stuff. Grab you. Pull you in. We'll spend a bit of time. We'll repair up the stuff that's on the ground at the moment. Let's make sure we're not going too far so we can actually dump the dolly where we want to. There we go. Alright, let's start restoring some stuff. We've got some time. How's the battery looking? Yeah, we've got 2 hours on the battery, so we're all good to go. Pair this up. We'll do some repairing for this battery as well. We need to actually see if we can repair this. Do we not have any more steel scrap? I guess we do not. Yeah, that is annoying. So yeah, cancel that. We'll restore this intake. We'll just chuck all this stuff inside that bay. So we can then chuck the nav station down. Very annoying that we don't have the material to repair that battery, but hey ho, what are you going to do? Must have used up all our steel when we were repairing everything else, so yeah, we'll chuck you in here. Chuck the battery in, chuck you, and then that's given us an awful lot more space. We can bring our nav station down. Pick you up, bring you down. Yeah, not sure what's happened to this ship, just looks like a collision. Pretty nasty one at that, to be fair. Alright, let's chuck you down. You just need a bit of a restore. Might as well do that while we're connected up here. Could start heading back to the OK leg, but I think it's going to be a little bit more of a difficult traversal, purely because, and we can double check on the nav station. Could use a PDA as well, but we can also do it here. I mean, actually, maybe our best time to go is now. Right, let's hail. This ship will undock from you. I've changed my mind, and I'll tell you exactly why, because we're gonna need to be a little bit savvy about attaching to this. Fortunately, we're on the right side of you, so we can just come away. Bring our bridge right around. We need to make sure that our lateral velocity isn't too much. ETA is 2 hours. The OK leg, obviously, we're not gonna get there anytime soon at this rate, but that's okay. We're just gonna bring that bridge down nice and low. Get rid of our lateral velocity and we'll just go 100 meters per second towards it. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. A little bit more. That's going to take us 15 minutes to get there. We want to make sure our alarm is on, because this is kind of an interesting bit, because it's starting to come towards the lip of the celestial body there. So that's going to be interesting. I can see a copper's out and about as well, potentially, so we're going to have to see if we get boarded or not. Always fun when that happens. You're heading towards the OK leg station. Let's repair this N2. Just try and repair or restore as much as we can before we get there. Let's just double check that. Let's see. It's probably one of the other bits. Yeah. Right, clear that warning. We're not so worried about that. Another bit of sparking from that conduit. I don't really like that. I'd prefer if that didn't happen, if possible. Because the last thing we need is any kind of electrical fires, that's for sure. Right, store up this cooler. Looking good. There we go. Make sure we get this pump up and restored. And then we'll want to do this one as well. We can just kind of chuck all these inside the bay. Good stuff. We probably should actually take our helmet off so we're not wasting oxygen too. So let's do that. Take you off. Get the battery out. Alright, let's see what we can pop into this bay now. Can't put the nav in, which is a little bit of a shame. So we'll just have to pick up this cooler and see if we can grab you and pop you in. Indeed we can. And then we've got the option of either, I guess we can take that N2 out and we'll just pop one of these air pumps in instead, just to clear out a bit of more room. Grab the dolly, we'll get everything out, and we'll start restoring what's left. Because what is it? It's another thruster and a couple of canisters. Yeah, shouldn't take long at all just to restore you guys up. There we go. Dump that dolly over. There we are. Let's get to work. Yeah, I know. Low pressure and all that. Okay, so let's see. We can repair. We don't want to do conduits, floors, or walls. So let's just say, hey, just restore all of these things here. There we go. Alright, auto task, off you trot. Store up these canisters, store up the pump. As we're heading over there. We can, while we're doing this as well, let's have a little look at our nav map. So we are getting a little bit closer. You can see here we're flying on in. Yep, we're getting mighty close. There we go. That's our proximity alarm. So let's stop. We'll come over here and clear that proximity. Let's get our station done here. Yep, sending you now. Let's request docking clearance. We might be a little bit far away, but we can see. Yep, no, we're clear. Alright. Let's get ourselves turned around. And get our bridge lined up. We're coming in 94 meters per second. So right, no lateral velocity. Coming in at a range of nearly 2 kilometers. 20 seconds to go. We'll go as soon as we get under 1,000. We'll reduce velocity yet again and get ready to engage docking procedures. And such is the way of our life now. And this is what we do. There we are. We're now a proper worker of the boneyard. Get underneath 50 meters per second. There we go, 45, that will do. We're lined up pretty well. Looking good. ETA 6, 5, 4, 3, clamp. Boom. There we go. Perfect. Perfectly done. All ready to go. Now, while we were doing that, obviously we were busy repairing. So while we were watching ourselves on the nav map on our PDA, so a very nice little feature to have, we were able to just kind of go around and actually do these auto tasks. And let me know down in the comments as well as if you would like to kind of like see us a little bit more kind of like zooming around rather than just, you know, staring at the guy repairing stuff. Micah does a really good job, but, you know, sometimes it's a bit more interesting to kind of see us hurtling through space rather than him, you know, repairing things 30 times a day. Okay, let's come off auto task and we'll come out here and we'll sell off our goodies because I'm thinking we're going to make quite a bit of money. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. A little bit of a shame we couldn't sell the black market earlier, but hey, I guess it's there. Lost. Yeah, looking good. We've got a couple of sales to be made from these N2 canisters, that air pump, this navigation console. You'll love to see it. 7k. Bunch of stuff coming from the canisters. And then what we got in the storage bay. You're not wanting that damaged ship battery. That's annoying, but we can sell you off everything else that's inside. Storage bay. Another 21,000. You know what? In a shift, that's just got what? 60k? I'll take that. Clearly over the 100,000 mark now. Any chance you guys want to take that broken battery? We could try and fix it up, but equally I think what we would get for it, yeah, not wanted. So I suppose if you are wanting it to be repaired, what do we needed some steel, didn't we? We could always get some steel, that's for sure. It says towing brace. You can always do some low G towing maneuvers. Got this damaged antenna, part of fusion reactor core. We can see here as well where we can get, I think we get a fridge if we really wanted to, get a heater. Always nice to kind of see what's kind of around this bit. It's another turbo air, bunch of flooring, and then some scrap steel. You know what? I'm actually going to purchase 15. Oh no, do you only have 5? I guess you only have 5. Yes, you only have 5 of that. I think we purchase that and we'll see if we can actually repair this battery. It's going to cost 22, but that's fine. I do like the idea of getting that tow embrace, but and you do have 2. It's just quite expensive is the only thing. It is definitely expensive. Same with all these flooring. Right, let's grab that steel. We'll see if we can just get this battery repaired. And if we can, then that'll be looking good. Which means we can just make as much money out of this as we possibly can. Yeah, pop you out. We do actually have another N2 can over here that we could just pick up. Make sure that we do actually grab that. Right, repair. So we've got all the stuff we need. Grabbing the steel. There we are. Perfect. Repair this battery up. We'll give it a quick restore. We'll sell that in the N2. And then I think that'll be enough to call this episode done. Not quite as exciting as potentially the other one. We didn't really find anything that was looking too promising in terms of like a restore job. But the very fact that we were able to make so much money so quickly. Okay, yeah. You're fine. Just because we're at the station, things are warning about possible collisions. Maybe I'll restore that battery up. Would love to potentially put... I mean, we could potentially put you down as well. We could... It would massively reduce our amount of stuff we could flip. But if we popped you here, I like this. This means we're going to have this battery. It's not going to have any charge. We could then, all of a sudden, what this does is it means we can flip this switch. We have this battery and this battery now charging the whole system. This is now our backup battery. Or certainly should be, if I've wired this correctly. Indeed, I have. There we go. So because the switch is done, it now means that we have a backup battery on top of just this battery here. To be fair, this small battery is actually able to kind of hold us quite well. If we did some sort of like rearranging of the wiring as well, we could. I mean, we'd let's go ahead and buy a conduit. I know I said we were about to end this episode, but let's go ahead and buy a conduit. So I'm wanting to put a conduit here. We're going to change it so that we have these two major batteries, and then we have that one as a little spare one. There we go. Grab that conduit. We're going to change where this switch is. There we go. So, yeah, let's uninstall the switch. I need to uninstall that other battery as well, but that's okay. Boom, uninstall you. We're just doing a little bit of a change here. I kind of like this idea. Unpowered devices. Yeah, I know. We'll be fine. So let's grab this conduit. Oh, we haven't got enough space, so let's make sure we've got enough space in here. Let's drop ourselves... Drop a Kung Pao chicken. We don't need it for now. There we go. Pop this conduit in. It's a bit dark. There we are. Perfect. Pick up this battery. Put you in here. Good stuff. Then we grab this conduit. Or sorry, this on-off switch. And then we're going to pop you over here. And what this means is now we actually have a backup battery. We have this small, extra small ship battery that we can use to power our ship, and it means that once we pay the man, refuel, or get everything back up in terms of our power, we've got two batteries. Sell this N2. There's not much in it. There we go. Good stuff. Pay for our fuel. And do we want to... Yeah, let's get all the power up. Doesn't cost us much. We can even get more RCS, but we're actually fine for RCS. We're okay for the O2. We're okay for the N2. We could put this up to full, but that's going to increase our mass. That means we're going to need more RCS. We're not really planning on going too far away, at least for now. We will do in a bit. Yeah, we're absolutely fine. Let's submit that. Boom. Paid our tariffs. We're actually all good. Things are going pretty well. Let's make sure this door is closed too. There we go. Perfect. Alright. You know what? Look at these finances. You'll love to see it. So good. So good. We've already paid for everything. We've made a lot of money. I'm thinking today is going to be a really good day. Alright. What we'll do is we'll pause this episode here, and I think that probably is going to be us. So, just want to say a big thank you for everybody who's been enjoying Ostranauts so far. Glad to see that you're all enjoying it. And looking forward to the next one as we get slowly but surely into financial independence. But this will be us for just now. Just want to say a big thank you for you guys for watching. Big thank you to members of the Burger Band as well for supporting the channel. I just want to say a big thank you to you all. If you want to become a member of the Burger Band, you can do that through YouTube. Just gives you early access to videos as soon as they're uploaded rather than when they're scheduled to come out. Which means you might be able to see things a couple of days in advance when they get recorded. But yeah, want to say big thank you to everybody for watching. Really glad you guys enjoying the series. Until next time, take care.